Gervonta "Tank" Davis is back, showing off his incredible hand speed ahead of his March 1st showdown with Lamont Roach Jr. But Roach isn't impressed by the flashy display. His response, cold and confident. "Yo, man, back at it again. Lowell, stay. Focused, champ. I'm working." The question is, will Davis's training be enough to beat a focused and determined Roach? Fans know Gervonta "Tank" Davis for his unpredictability. He's the same fighter who once called boxing trash and hinted at retiring by the end of 2025. Yet here he is, laser-focused on his next fight. Davis isn't just showing off his hand speed. He's taking his strength training to a whole new level.
See who it is. Hey, who is the dude? Who is the dude?
That's the kind of insane conditioning that makes Davis one of boxing's most dangerous fighters. On the other side is Lamont Roach Jr., a rising star who won the super featherweight title in 2023. Roach isn't leaving anything to chance as he prepares for Gervonta Davis. In a surprising move, he's planning a sparring session with none other than Jaron "Boots" Ennis, a fighter known for his speed, power, and slick movement.
You did want to see him get some work with Boots? I saw in the interview. Yeah, I'm gonna call Boots. You gonna call him? I'm gonna call him. What? They say they what? They say that. Shit, that's right up the road. That's right up the road. Look, obviously, Tank cracking. Boots cracking. Why not?
If Roach can handle rounds, with a powerhouse like Ennis, it could be the perfect way to neutralize Davis's explosive style. But will that elite preparation be enough to pull off the upset? Facing Davis is a whole new level of danger. The real question is, can Roach survive Davis's knockout power, or will he drag him into deep waters? There's social media sparring already, hints at fireworks, and this fight could explode into one of the year's most electrifying showdowns. Gervonta "Tank" Davis nearly broke the internet with a blunt Instagram story that read, "The fight is canceled." Naturally, chaos followed, with rumors swirling about the already postponed showdown with Lamont Roach. Jr. But just as fans started to panic, Davis returned to the gym, debuting a new hairstyle and putting those doubts to rest. Meanwhile, Roach Jr. caught the buzz and laughed it off with a playful message. "I'm on my way to the gym, man. You be cool like how you be cool." Davis's camp wasn't about to let it slide, though. "Laugh now. Your son going to be crying later," read one fiery response, followed by an explosive taunt clearly designed to rattle Roach. If that was the plan, it didn't work. Roach brushed it off with a confident reply. "Stay focused, champ. I'm working." For Roach, who became a world champion by defeating Jojo Garcia in November 2023, this fight is a chance to prove he can hang with the best, even if that means going the distance against Davis, just like Isaac Cruz and German Mendez did before him. As for Davis, fans are eager to see if he'll face names like Lomachenko or Shakur Stevenson before retiring. But first, he has Roach in his way. What do you think? Does Roach have what it takes to pull off a historic upset, or will Tank continue his reign of dominance? Gervonta Davis just took his training to a whole new level, looking more like a ninja than a boxer with his latest insane workout move.
Insane workout moves.
Gervonta Davis, the gymnast.
It is the kind of jaw-dropping athleticism that sets Davis apart in the ring. But with Lamont Roach Jr. determined to neutralize his explosiveness, will this unorthodox training give Davis the edge he needs on fight night? Gervonta Davis is known for his unconventional approach both inside and outside the ring, and his training schedule is no exception. While most fighters stick to early morning routines, Davis revealed a surprising regimen in a recent
Very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point.
And this unorthodox schedule might sound unusual, but it's clearly working for the Baltimore powerhouse. The question now is whether his late-night hustle will translate into another explosive victory against Lamont Roach Jr. GervontaDavis isn't just focusing on speed and strength. His latest training shows impressive footwork paired with devastating power combos, signaling he's dialed in for his return. It's this combination of precision and raw power that makes Davis one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing today. As his showdown with Lamont Roach Jr. approaches, Davis has been turning up the intensity. His latest workout session shows just how sharp and dangerous he's looking, throwing lightning-fast combinations with pinpoint accuracy. This isn't just about speed, it's controlled chaos. Davis moves with a rhythm that keeps opponents guessing, blending head movement, power shots, and slick transitions. With this kind of preparation, it's clear he's not taking Roach lightly. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is back to doing what he does best, delivering thunderous punches with precision and purpose during his training camp. Every punch echoes his intent to dominate on fight night. The sheer power and focus in his bag work show why Davis remains one of boxing's most feared knockout artists. Lamont Roach Jr. made it clear that his decision to face Tank Davis wasn't just about fame or money. It was about solidifying his place among boxing legends. "It's a whole lot of upside," Roach said confidently. "When I win this, it's going to flip all the way over. I set out to be a legend in this sport, and this fight starts my legendary run." Stakes are high, and the incentives are even higher. Roach admitted that the financial package, including a contractual rematch clause, was tempting. "Obviously, the money is nice, but it's also about building my brand and setting up my son's future," he said. Taking on Davis, a knockout, artist and WBA lightweight champion, will be the toughest test of Roach's career, but the Washington, D.C. native isn't backing down. "I worked my ass off to get right here," he declared. "So it's about time." Initially, Davis was eyeing other opponents like Jose Rayo Valenzuela and Isaac Cruz, but scheduling conflicts cleared the way for Roach to step up. With a win over Davis, Roach could catapult himself into boxing's elite, setting the stage for title unification and an unforgettable legacy. Stephen A. Smith isn't one to hold back his opinion, and when it comes to GervontaDavis, he had plenty to say during a heated discussion about Davis's upcoming fight against Lamont Roach Jr. Smith offered a blunt assessment of Roach's chances and even suggested a more fitting opponent for Tank.
Same thing he gonna try to test. I'm gonna try to
You seen my
test.
post, right?
You said, which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center. You talking about? He could be front and center.
Leave the kids
Why
home.
wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to see his father
What's up,
become
little bro?
two-time world champ? Lamont, let me.
Smith, see. Bold comments have already sparked debate among boxing fans, with some agreeing that Davis should step up to face bigger names at 140 LABs, while others believe Roach has earned his shot. Either way, the spotlight on this fight just got a lot brighter. Lamont Roach Jr. isn't backing down from the challenge against one of boxing's most feared fighters, despite critics questioning whether he's ready to face the power of Gervonta. Davis, Roach made it clear he sees no physical disadvantage stepping into the ring with Tank. In fact, he claims to have the size advantage and is ready to prove it.
Too small, and that's my issue. I'm not questioning the skill set or anything like that, but it was similar to Frank Martin. You know what I mean? This guy comes in there and you got 18 fights, and I remember watching that pre-fight press conference when he was annoying GervontaDavis so much, and he cussed by accident. Excuse me. He cussed by accident. He was like, "Ooh, you know, making this up. He hurt me in sparring," and you know, and I knew Gervonta was gonna come for him, and sure enough, that's what he did. Walked right towards him from round one on. But if you're the bigger guy and you're clearly the power guy, that just leaves somebody at a distinct disadvantage, and I think that's unfair. And so that's how I look at it, and that's what bothers me about Gervonta fighting this guy. This Teofimo Lopez at 140. Fight that brother. Fight somebody your size or bigger who is one of the top-ranked fighters, if not a champion.
Roach's confidence doesn't stop at size. The WBA junior lightweight champion is driven by the chance to cement his legacy by taking down one of the sport's best. He emphasized that this fight was a no-brainer and is ready to show the world that he belongs among boxing's elite. March 1st promises fireworks as Roach aims to shock the world and dethrone the knockout king from Baltimore. Oscar De La Hoya, a veteran of the ring and a keen observer of the boxing scene, weighs in on the upcoming showdown between GervontaDavis. And Lamont Roach Jr. De La Hoya has high praise for Roach's abilities, but isn't shying away from acknowledging the huge challenge he faces. For many, including De La Hoya, Davis's reputation speaks for itself. While the former champion acknowledges Davis's dominance, he doesn't completely dismiss Roach's chances.
Again, Tank is not a big guy. I'm fairly, probably bigger than him, especially to the naked eye to a lot of people, but I really am physically bigger than him. And 135, I'm a nice size 135, I think myself. So the opportunity, when I got the opportunity, it was a no-brainer. He's considered one of the best in the world, and that's what I got in this sport, to be the best. So I'm going to prove to the world March 1st that I'm going to be the best.
As De La Hoya continues, he expresses just how tough this fight will be for Roach, highlighting the elite preparation and mental toughness that Davis brings into every fight. However, despite the odds stacked against him, Roach is no stranger to making surprises happen. De La Hoya doesn't discount Roach entirely, pointing out the sneaky skills that could make him dangerous in the ring.
Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with GervontaDavis. GervontaDavis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle.
De La Hoya's assessment of the fight adds another layer of intrigue to what's already shaping up to be a high-stakes clash. While Davis is the clear favorite with his devastating knockout power and unrivaled intensity, Roach has something to prove. Fans can expect a thrilling encounter, with Davis's unrelenting attack going up against Roach's unpredictable style. The stage is set for an explosive night, and De La Hoya's words have only increased the anticipation. The build-up to Lamont Roach Jr.'s clash with Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been intense, with Roach positioning himself as a serious contender. However, despite the looming challenge of facing one of boxing's hardest-hitting champions, Roach has already set his sights on a future showdown with another elite fighter. His bold confidence continues to shine through as he calls out a potential match with Shakur Stevenson, demonstrating his belief that beating Davis will put him on the map to face even tougher competition. Roach is ready to prove himself as one of the best in the division.
night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But you know, obviously GervontaDavis has the experience.
With Roach already talking about facing Shakur Stevenson, it's clear that he's not just aiming to defeat Davis for the payday or the title. He's looking to solidify his legacy in the sport. A win over Davis would undoubtedly elevate Roach into the elite ranks of boxing, and a subsequent match with Stevenson could truly prove if he's ready for the very top. As the fight with Davis approaches, Roach's mentality remains razor-sharp, and his confidence sky-high, signaling that he's prepared to take on whatever comes next, including the dangerous and skillful Shakur Stevenson. Despite Lamont Roach's sheer confidence and bold claims about what's next, it's important to remember that GervontaDavis is still a beast to be reckoned with. Roach might be planning for the future, but Davis remains one of the most dangerous and explosive fighters in the sport today.
To fight next after this fight, like Tank over, win, lose, draw, whatever. Who you want next?
Look, if y'all don't know, even after I beat Tank, I'm gonna go back down to 130 and handle some smoke that I got down there at 130. All the champions, I got smoke with all the champions. I wanted to unify at least one belt at 130.
Okay.
So whoever the champion is, whoever the champions are, hopefully I can just line them up and then take them out. It's good fights. The champions are Lomachenko, Shakur, and another guy from Ukraine, Denis Baranchik or something like that.
Okay. Tanka's relentless work ethic and unparalleled knockout power make him a formidable challenge for anyone, including Roach. Davis's training camp has been intense, with every session designed to sharpen his skills and maximize his power for this crucial matchup. While Roach is focused on his dreams of facing Shakur Stevenson, he must first get past the challenge of Davis, a fighter who leaves no room for error in the ring.